Take your time.
Hi, today we're looking at the Mackie SHOWBOX, and huge thanks to Mackie. They sponsored the video and they sent me the system, and huge thanks to Mackie, and they sent me the system. They reached out and asked if I wanted to check out their new SHOWBOX, and so I looked at it and I was like, I don't really know what this is. It kind of looks like a normal PA. I did a quick look at it, and then I looked more into it and I'm like, oh, this could actually be really cool. It's got a lot of built-in features, and I think it would actually be really helpful for a lot of musicians. So I'm glad I did, because it's been really cool to play with. And so we're going to go through it, check it out, and we'll talk about it. Some quick highlights. I always make notes when I'm reviewing something before we get going, because it looks simple, but it's loaded, but it's also simple. Does that make sense? First of all, it's a PA for live music. That's the main goal with it. It's not a guitar amp. It's not a smart tool. It does have some smart features, but that's not the primary focus. And you can use it to monitor yourself when you're playing, or use it as a speaker, or both. So it's 400 watts. It's got a 12-hour battery, and it's 20 pounds. So I thought I'd just spit out those little facts, those little, info things at the beginning, and then let's get into the whole thing. So yeah, you want to play live music. This is a box. The name is actually really good. It's for showing. It's to be a show off. You want to show off the box. Show the box. Show. Of course, you're going to want to hear it. I'm going to play it. We're going to do a bunch of stuff, but I want to go through all the little features on the back and the controls. So top to bottom on the back, you got 4 buttons on the top. You can turn off the lights on the front and make it in like mysterious hidden mode. Nobody will see it. Number 2 button, feedback eliminator. Number 3 is outdoor mode. Number 4 is a PA mode. It changes the voicing. The stuff's pretty self-explanatory if you want to know exactly what each feature is. Just take a look at the manual. I can't do everything, so but I will. So what can you plug into it? 2 XLR inputs, so you can have 2 balanced mics or line level XLR connections, whatever you want. Then there's 2 1/4-inch instrument level or line level connections. You can plug in guitar, you can plug in bass, keys, not your car keys. Do people have car keys? I don't know why I said that. There's 2 stereo line inputs, 1/4-inch as well, so like some keyboards do stereo. There's also an FX loop with a send return, so you can plug in guitar effects and have it go in and out, just like an FX loop on an amp. Headphone out. I just had my headphones hanging there, so thought I'd mention that. Foot switch for controlling the built-in looper, not the FX loop, the looper. It can record and loop. And what else? We got a mix out XLR. You can actually daisy chain it if you have a number of these SHOWBOXes, or into like another system. There's also USB-C out for audio streaming. If you want to do a live stream like on YouTube, you can go straight out into your feed. That's about as smart as it gets in terms of like smart features. The rest of it's pretty not stupid. I don't know why am I saying this? I'm not saying it's stupid. I'm just saying it's not a computer. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, there's a Breakaway mixer. It's called the Breakaway Mix Control, and it pops off on the side, and you just pop it off. I've got it sitting beside me right here because I want to show what everything is. And you can leave it on the speaker, on the SHOWBOX, or you can have it off, and you attach it to this little clip that goes onto your mic stand. On the top of it, there's a USB-C power, so you can connect it to your tablet or your phone, and just to power it, so you can read the lyrics that you can't remember, because nobody can remember lyrics anymore apparently, so that's a great feature to have. I'm included in that. I can't learn new lyrics. I can learn old lyrics. No, I can remember old lyrics. I can't learn new songs and lyrics. So, because you're so focused on the internet and everything these days, you can't remember lyrics. What? Okay, so let's look at it here. Look at this. I got my hand here. So, yeah, okay, let's take a look at it. I've got it right here. It's pretty self-explanatory. There's actually a little legend on the back as well that if you're not sure what something is, you can look at that and then relearn it. But let's talk about what you see on top here. So there are 4 channels you can plug in. I mentioned what the inputs are. 1 and 2, so that's XLR line input, XLR line input, and then lines. And then each channel has its own settings. You can see the lights are changing. So for example, the first part here, you got volume, which is your overall volume. And then your gain, if you click it, it turns white and you can set the gain on it. And then there's an overall compressor, which sets the compression. If you don't know any of this stuff means, like gain, compression, volume, I can't help you with that. You gotta go look that up. We're assuming you know a little bit about audio and stuff like that, okay? So that's where I'm gonna end that explanation. You've got a 3-band EQ as well on each channel. So you got a low, medium, mid, and high. Why did I say medium? Each channel has an effects. Okay, so you have 2 effects, and also there's a second feature. There's almost a second feature on every button here. Like you just double tap. So like if you want to go into the tuner, you hold it down. This one you hold down. There you go. Now you're in tuner mode. The effects though, if I click once, stop moving. Click once, you get chorus, large chorus, fast delay, slow delay, da da, fuzz, crunch. It's a lot of guitar effects basically, right? We'll just leave that one on. And then in here, you've got other effects. Delays, reverbs, chorus, flanger. Some of the same stuff, but not everything. More like room sounds, I guess. And then if you double click, boop, you go into your snapshot. You can save a snapshot. No, sorry, you hold it down. Hold it down. And then you choose which snapshot you want to be in, and then you can bounce back to them. So I think I set up a snapshot 1. If I go to that, yeah, snapshot 1 is showing me what I had set up. So I'm back to snapshot 1 and recall. There we go. I've just recalled snapshot 1. The effects loop that I mentioned, you can have it here like that. And over on this side, so each channel, I mentioned each channel, you can set the same settings, play around with it. We're going to play around with a bunch of it, but you can have a lot of fun with it. That's it. That's the mixer. That's how simple it is, but it's got enough stuff that you can just plug in and get going right away. Over here, SD. I've got a micro SD card installed in the back of the SHOWBOX. Just tap it like that, and it starts recording. Okay. Tap it again to stop recording. You've got your battery level up here. The light will indicate if your battery's, getting close to dying. It actually says on the back here what it means. Battery green, all good. Yellow, getting sleepy. Red, charge me. Off, there's no battery. But of course you can be plugged in. The battery says it's 12 hours. What else we got here? Headphones. Mute the whole thing. I'm going to mention something about that in a second. And then you got your looper level. And the looper right there, which you enable by clicking that button, which at first I was disappointed. I'm like, really? You can't do a guitar loop with your hand? That's not going to work. Then I looked at the back and I'm like, oh, there's actually a looper pedal. They don't include one. It just takes a standard 2-button pedal that, I have one. I have one from a Fender amp. So you can use any pedal that has the 2 buttons. And I kind of wish they'd included one. That's my recommendation. Throw one in, because most people are probably going to use it if you're a guitarist. And so the muting, the reason I'm mentioning the muting, when you have this on the mic stand, you're going to hear it later because it's going to happen because I won't even think about it. If you're not muting and you're touching the buttons here and you're connected to your mic stand, some of the sounds bounce through your mic. And that's just me playing around, and maybe other people wouldn't be doing that, or maybe you're not going to have this on a mic stand. I would recommend putting it on a second mic stand, or always remember to hit mute. Otherwise you're going to get like tapping and doop, 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 noise and stuff. So did I miss anything else? I think I covered almost all of it. If I did miss anything else, well, I didn't, but so it's really straightforward. You can plug it in and get going in literally like a minute. And I'm saying literally, and I know what that word means. It means like actually, not figuratively. So, okay, so let's get it powered on and try a few different things. So I'm plugged in direct. You can hear some fast delay going. And that's it. I'm just plugged in direct, and I've saved it to a snapshot, and I just reloaded the snapshot. So everything is pretty much, there's nothing crazy going on here. I've got the feedback limb mode on. So let's just try a quick song. Hear how it sounds. And we're gonna flip back. I've got a Tascam porta capture recording in the room. So we'll get room sound, and then we'll get direct sound as well. See how it sounds.
It's easy to like your colors. It's easy to like your colors. All alone, all alone, all alone, all alone. Stop to think about the others. Treated you like a brother on the phone, on the phone, on the phone, all alone. Take your time, take your time, take your time, take your time. One, two, buckle my shoe. So that's here's small plate, large plate when you're hungrier, small room, large room, small hall. Sounds like a big hall. Large hall. Spring reverb. Let's just let's plug in an electric guitar and see how that sounds. So you can do bass guitar. I can't, but somebody can. Oh, one thing I'll mention, it does pick up, your pickups pick up the LED signal or whatever's going on. You know what bass sounds like. The longer you hear me play it, the more you'll lose your ability to play bass. So I'll stop. It's a small chorus. I'm not going to play through all of them, but that you get an idea, right? That's a fuzz with reverb and delay. I just don't think these sound great. Here's a crunch. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend relying on the guitar effects for electric guitar. So that's my opinion on that. Clean sounds fine. It's just the dirt. I think the dirt stuff doesn't sound good. There you go.
Okay, 2 final things to mention, or maybe 3. I read the manual, and there's a secret button. Mackie knows about it, and now you will too. They probably didn't expect anybody to mention this, but I'm going to put it up on the screen for 10 seconds, and you can pause this and read it and see if you understand. I introduce to you the presents knob. Not the present snob. That's not somebody at Christmas that when they get a gift, they're like, I didn't really want this. Okay, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about it. Okay, my thoughts and notes on the whole thing. The build, excellent. It's rugged. It's light. The looping with the hand button is tough. If you don't have the looper pedal, you need it. You got to get one. They sell one. You can use your own. I recommend it comes with one, maybe as a future upgrade or a bundle or something. Whenever I touch the controls, I mentioned this, and with the mix control mounted to a mic stand, you hear it. You hear me tapping. So mute it, put it on another stand, put it somewhere else, leave it on the SHOWBOX, whatever you want to do. Does it sound great with guitar, electric guitar, and the built-in effects? I'm going to say no. I don't think so. That's not what it is. It's not going to rival real amps, and that's also not the point, right? It's a PA from my just plugged in directly. I'm talking about. You can probably put in a modeler and it'll sound fine. Other than that, it's really great. Like the vocals are good. Guitar and vocals, the mix down to the SD card sounded great. I made a mix on the fly and it sounded really good. You can check out the links. I think it's around $1,000 roughly, which is pretty good for everything you get bundled into this. There's other PA systems on the market. I don't know of other ones that have this mixer control like that are really designed to get you up and running and you can live stream or record it. That's the coolest thing, I think. And it works well. It just works. So, all right, that's going to do it. Again, thanks to Mackie. And play guitar and have fun, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.